Chilling tales of technology terror. Number 1. Your order will arrive tomorrow.
I was alone at home 2 nights ago when Alexa laughed. It wasn't a huge surprise to me because I had read about the widespread software issue the devices had been experiencing. Thank God for that as well, because if not, I would have jumped out of my skin. I was still uneasy. When you think you're alone, hearing laughter is unsettling. "Alexa, stop talking," I said. The laughing ceased when the blue ring on top flashed. I went back to reading my book. 20 minutes later, I caught a glimpse of Alexa's blue ring lighting up out of the corner of my eye, as if she had been given a command. I gave her a quick glance before dismissing it. Her light restarted after 15 seconds.
"Okay Barry, a Hinkle's 5-piece stainless steel knife set is on the way,"
she said. I grumbled, "Oh come on." I put down my book and picked up my laptop. I went to Amazon and looked at my orders. Nothing. When I realized that my Alexa might had paired with someone else's account, I checked my account information in the Amazon app. Nothing there either. "Great," I said. "Free knives. Barry, thank you from wherever you are." I resumed reading my scary book, but now I was shaken by Alexa. Alexa laughed once more as I came to the end of a chapter. When compared to the first time, it sounded different. It was robotic and emotionless the first time, just like her voice. It was less so this time. It was deeper, as though it were breathing. My arms' hairs stood up on end. I decided, forget this, and stood up to turn her off. Her lights flashed as I moved across the floor.
"All right Barry, 4 64-ounce bottles of Clorox bleach are on the way. Scheduled to arrive tomorrow between 4 and 8 p.m.
I came to a complete stop and fixed my gaze on Alexa. I thought to myself, this is crazy. That stupid book has you terrified, and you're allowing it to make you superstitious. Don't act foolishly. After turning around, I looked at the time. Midnight was approaching. Before going to bed, I had to take a shower. I let out a sigh and went to the bathroom. I had just finished a quick shower and was getting ready for bed. While thinking about my upcoming work schedule, Alexa started up again. Although I could barely hear her through the bathroom door, I was able to identify her voice. She didn't appear to be reciting another command. It was almost like a conversation. I listened as I partially opened the door. The voice cut off. Her blue light was reflected in the wall, and I could see it. I said, "Alexa, what orders are currently active?"
"Veronica, you don't have any active orders. Can I place an order for you?"
"No," I answered. Her light went out. While lying in bed watching TV, I tried to get tired enough to go to sleep. It wasn't working. I kept thinking about the ridiculous gadget. But I wasn't going to turn it off. I refused to give in to my irrational fear. Damn it, I'm an adult. I finally felt myself falling asleep after watching my 3rd Frasier episode. I shut my eyes and turned off the television.
"All right Barry, a 5x7 tarp from Cleanup Depot is on the way. It is scheduled to arrive tomorrow between 4 and 8 p.m.
My eyes suddenly opened. I sighed, enough of this, and jumped out of bed. Alexa laughed again as soon as my feet touched the ground. This time, it was equally as loud and deep as it had been before. She had the crude laughter of a man laughing at an offensive joke. As I reached for the plug, the blue light was so intense that it burned my eyes.
"All right Barry, turn on the Osborne wire brush."
Alexa stopped responding when I tore the plug out of the outlet and her light went dark. I retreated hysterically and slammed the door to my room. I don't think I slept for more than an hour. The following day, I ran into my landlord when I got home from work. She's only a few years older than me, but we get along well, and we chat from time to time. After what I had to deal with the previous night, I told her I needed a few beers and I invited her inside. "What happened?" Lydia asked while seated at the kitchen table and drinking the beer I had given her. "You're familiar with Amazon Alexa, right?" I pointed at it and asked. She said, "Oh yeah. My sister has one." Have you heard that some people claim that it laughs? Mine does that. I shouted. No way. Lydia laughed as she spoke. You must have been terrified to death by that. Maybe, I replied. To be afraid of something like that feels absurd. I would have thrown it out the window, she said. I chuckled. I would be lying if I said I hadn't given it some thought. Particularly in light of the other things she said. Lydia raised her eyebrows. Other things? Like what? Oh, nothing more spooky than the laugh, I said. Alexa was just listing orders from another person's account. I think some wires have crossed in her brain. Wow, that's crazy, Lydia remarked. Do you know whose account it is? This guy's name was Barry. He placed orders for knives, bleach, and some other items. Lydia stopped mid-zip. She turned to face me while losing her smile. She asked, Barry? Yeah. Do you know him? Lydia stood up. She looked completely different than she had just a few seconds earlier. She appeared terrified. What's going on, Lydia? Veronica, I rented this apartment to a man named Barry before you moved in. Yeah? And? She seemed unwilling to speak as she continued to look into my eyes. Lydia? Vic, he was killed about 6 months prior to the date that you signed your lease here. My body froze. He was killed here. In this apartment? Lydia gave a nod. Why? What happened? She looked away. It's bad, she said. Lydia, tell me. She paused and exhaled deeply. I gave her a stern look. When the police discovered his body in the swamp on the other side of town, he was wrapped in a top after being fatally stabbed. The investigation revealed later that the killer tried to use bleach to clean up the blood after dumping all of it in the bathtub. I noticed myself becoming woozy. Top? I repeated. Bleach? Lydia nodded while gazing at the ground. I said quietly, I can't stay here. My landlord remained silent. We stood there for a few seconds in stunned silence. Lydia grabbed another beer from the refrigerator. She had a drink, and then pretended to speak by opening her mouth. But a horrifying, deafening laugh erupted throughout the apartment before she could. Alexa was there. And she was still unplugged.
Number 2. Regrets.
I work for a tech company that provides computer repair services. One man called us and said his computer had a virus and needed to be fixed. A folder titled Private Messages with Tim was in his internal storage, which I discovered while scrolling through it. Normally, I don't click on other people's personal information, but there was something strange about this, and I was also curious. I immediately regretted what I saw. Here's what they said, Tuesday at 9:10 a.m. Hey Tim, what's the status? I got her. Who's the next target? Hold on. How did the operation go? Did you cause any alarm? Is anyone looking for us? You need to calm down, man. No problems. I shouldn't have to tell you this every time we finish an op. Sorry. You know how paranoid I am. Krista Fisher is our next target. If we don't find her in the next 24 hours, the boss will be furious. Tuesday at 11:52. We've got her, but something's wrong. What is it? Don't tell me you made a mistake. If we don't get her soon, the boss is going to get upset. I think one of the neighbors saw me drugging her at her house. Seriously? Why did you let that happen? What do you want me to do? I'm calling the boss to see what he wants us to do. Get rid of her. Really? It's your fault. You made the mistake. After 15 minutes, I got her, okay? What should I do with the body? I didn't plan for this. Use your imagination. Figure it out. Dude, if you're not going to help, we could be in trouble. Return to the scene and handle it. Move quickly because you don't want anyone she lives with to return. She was at home by herself, right? I think so. You better be sure. I won't put up with your incompetence much longer. How should I handle the drugged girl? Leave her at my house. I'll deal with it. After 20 minutes, I'm back. We're in good shape. Okay, good. Hold on. What's happening? Oh my God. Her husband came home. I think he saw me cleaning up the blood. Crap. You did have a mask on, right? I didn't have one on. Hurry up and take him out before he calls the police. He's on the phone. Hurry up. It's too late. He has already dialed the police. I'm panicking. What should I do? You're on your own. Sorry. I took him out. I'm out of here. I doubt he told the police what I look like. I hope not. You really screwed up bad today. Next day. Tim, we have a new target. Tim? I don't have all day. They're looking for me. The cops? Yeah. Get rid of your phone, fast. Don't let them trace it back to me. You scumbag. I never should have taken this job. Sorry, dude. Goodbye. That was the entire conversation. I tried to search his computer for his name, but he had most everything wiped. I guess he forgot to delete the messages. He disconnected his phone so that no one could find him. And he never returned to pick up the computer. He might remember the messages one day, and I'm afraid he'll kill me if he thinks I saw them and might report him to the police. I'm not sure. I would call the police, but it was hard to tell what he looked like. He was in a hoodie and sunglasses. That's all I remember. I wish I hadn't read those messages. What should I do? And then I saw it. One last message said, I know you saw the messages. I will find you.